Hello everybody, it's Mandy here. This is Heavenly Bath Treats. Today we're making a cold process soap. I have been wanting to make a pink soap for a while now. So I found a fragrance that is strawberry, and I mixed up a little bit of my own fragrance, a little bit of peach. It's really good, fruity, fresh. I thought that would be perfect for my pink soap. So I thought we'd do an in the pot swirl today, and we'll do some pretty piping on the top. So these are my oils. I have shea and cocoa in here. You may see a few spots. I did get unrefined shea this time, and sometimes it has a few little spots in there. We'll start and add my additives. This is, let me think, kaolin clay. I have some coconut milk powder, and also, what else do I have in here? Coconut milk powder, colloidal oats, and kaolin clay. Alright, I'm going to use my stick blender and blend these in. Splatter. Alright, now I'll add my lye solution. This has a little bit of Tussa Silk in it. I'm not sure if my fragrance oil will accelerate the batch much. It didn't look like it, but whenever you blend them together, you take, take a risk of creating new properties of that fragrance oil. So we will see what happens. Give a slight blend. I don't want to do a whole lot. See the oils on the top there. I think that'll be good for now because I am using titanium dioxide. I always say that funny. Titanium dioxide, and I will need to blend it up a little bit more. Set that aside. So for the base color, I decided that I wanted to do a light pink. This is Ballet Slippers from Mad Micas. This one I believe, this is Always a Bridesmaid. It has a little bit of an orange tone, a corally tone, and then I'm going to use Voodoo. I'm going to use one full strength and one with a little titanium dioxide, so I'll have 3 accent colors in the base. I better quit talking. It's starting to thicken up already. Alright, so I'm going to divide these out into 3 different colors for the accent colors. I apologize for my messiness. They don't have to be perfect. Alright, start with the base. I want it to be a pale pink. A little bit of this pink and a little bit of titanium dioxide. I am going to blend that in. Oh, it's getting thick. Perfect. I have to remember that I haven't put the fragrance in yet. Now this fragrance oil does discolor a little bit, so I want to make sure that let me repeat that. That fragrance oil discolors a little bit. It has some vanillin in it, which can make it go brown or tan. So I do have a little bit of vanilla color stabilizer in there, a ratio of 2 to 1. Oh, that's pretty. I think that's exactly what I wanted. Set this aside for a second. Alright, so for this color, I'm going to put in this Always a Bridesmaid. I wanted it to be sort of just a different pink than the other pinks. So this one has a little bit of orange. I'm going to go ahead and put the whole thing in there. Little speck. Okay. Then on this one, I thought I would use this color, but then let's see. We'll use just a little bit of it and a little bit of the titanium dioxide to make a lighter version of this color. And then I want a darker version, so I will put all of the rest of this in here. It's like a fuchsia pink. Alright, since this one has titanium dioxide, I'm going to stick blend it just a little bit. Maybe the fragrance oil will loosen it up a little bit here. Is that enough of a difference? I don't think so. Woo! Yeah, that's a little bit better. So once again, I was dying to make a Christmas soap, but it is the middle of December, so any soap that what I would make now wouldn't be ready till January, the middle or end of January. So I'm actually thinking a little bit Valentine's with this one. All right, let's pour in. This is the fragrance oil. You can see it's a little bit yellow. It's cloudy because I have that vanilla color stabilizer in it. I know. I'm making a mess. Sometimes I feel a little chaotic today. I need to just calm down. All right. So I was talking about the fragrance oil earlier. I really didn't do a very good job describing it, but I had a little sample, a 1 ounce sample of fresh strawberry. So I wanted to use that in a full loaf of soap, and I need more than 1 ounce. So I created a blend, and it's a really yummy blend. It has the fresh strawberry, but it also has notes of peach and a little bit of vanilla. So it's kind of a creamy, fruity, creamy, delicious. This almost looks more tan, but I believe it'll turn back to a pink. This was the Ballet Slippers by Mad Micah. Okay. I think we've got that stirred in fairly well. So I'm going to do an in the pot swirl with our different colors. I think I will just pour in different areas. This one's getting thick. It's because I had the titanium dioxide in that one. Why can't I say that correctly? I don't know. And let's do this one back here. I think I'll give it a little bit of a mix. Alright, so I'm going to do a little bit of a mix because they're getting kind of thick. But that's about it. Now let's get ready for the pour. I'm using a little bit different of a mold today. I was talking in my other video about wanting to do a taller, skinnier loaf. So this one is just a cheap one from Amazon. Oh, it's so pretty. But it can create a taller, skinnier loaf than the one I did on my winter mint, if you want to watch that last video. All right, let me get my thing and scrape it out. I'm going to turn so you guys can see. Trying not to mix it too much as I scrape it in here. Kind of keep the colors separated, but we'll see. I think this is one of the favorite scents that I have ever done. It smells so good. I might have to see if I can recreate this for like wax melts or lotion. Okay. I'm going to take a minute. Oh, here. I'm going to bang this down on the counter. Flying everywhere. We're back to frost the unnamed pink strawberry peach soap. I have a reusable piping bag with this open star tip. It still feels a little soft, but I wanted to get started. Oh, that's good. That's about perfect. It kind of looks like whipped topping. And I think those pink colors are going to turn out great. While I pipe, I wanted to shout out teachers. I realized that they're having just about as rough a time as we nurses are nowadays. And specifically, one of my daughter's teachers, Mrs. Brake, the other day I came home, I was exhausted from work, 1. 2, I was feeling sorry for myself for several reasons. And my daughter, who is really sensitive to feelings, picked up on that really quickly. And she said, you know what, Mom, my teacher, Mrs. Brake, says that when you're feeling down, you need to stop and be thankful. Say what your 3 things that you're thankful for. And I was thankful that my daughter's teacher had taught her that. That will get her far in life. It helped me, and it helped my daughter, and I really appreciate that her teacher teaching her that valuable life lesson. So thank you, Mrs. Brake. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the teachers and what they're doing for our kids nowadays. It's hard. It's hard for everybody. All right, so I'm doing 2 and then 3 and then 1. And I have some embeds we're gonna add to this. Okay, so since this is strawberry, I have some strawberry embeds that I made from a mold. I'm going to turn this around so I can see. I made markings here. I'm moving. I made markings for each of the bars so that I can make sure that each bar gets a strawberry. These are from a mold that I got on Amazon. And since there's strawberry fragrance, I thought that this would be pretty on top. It's hard to do with gloves on. I keep wanting to, my gloves keep going into the frosting. Oh dear. It's okay. It's okay. It's all good. And then I have a drizzle that I'm going to put on the top. Oh, and I put aside some of this white frosting for some green so that I can pipe little leaves on each of the strawberries. Yeah, okay. My gloves are getting into the frosting and then it's getting on the embed, but I think it'll be okay. It'll be all right. I may have enough to do one on each side, or just, I don't know, maybe I'll just leave it on here. Yeah, I don't think I have quite enough to do each side, so we'll leave it at that. Cool. While I'm waiting on the green to set up, I have a little bit of melt and pour that I dyed red. And so I'm going to give a little bit of a strawberry drizzle. You can see on that side what it looks like. Pretty. A little bit around the strawberries on this side. Oh man, I'm a messy soaper. Alright, good enough. I think that this green, although not perfect, is about ready to be used. This is a leaf tip. I'm going to do this. Still a little liquidy, but I'm being impatient. That's cute. Isn't that cute? Here. And green's a nice little touch of color. So we're back the next day and we are cutting the strawberry soap that I had a hard time figuring out a name for. I wanted to call it Pretty in Pink, but then that would ignore that there's strawberries on the top, and anything with strawberry, like strawberries and cream, would ignore the fact that there's a peach smell. So lining it up to get in between those strawberries. Let's see how that In the Pot Swirl did. So I don't know, don't know exactly what I will name it. That is pretty. I really like this voodoo color, how it came out. The smell today is amazing. There are still some strawberry in there, but it is a lot of peach. And, whoa! What was that? Notice how tall the bars are. So I wanted a taller, thinner bar, but with the topping, it may be a little too tall. So I think next time I do a frosted bar, I will use my lower, wider molds. That kind of looks like the eye on Saturn, doesn't it? It's pretty. And you can see that this, the one with orange in it is kind of corally. It's a nice contrast. So yes, I think next time I do a frosted soap, I will use my other molds.